Oh, that tastes weird after just brushing my teeth. Oh, man. Hi. If you didn't catch that, I just brushed my teeth and then took a swig of this. Didn't taste very good. So who's in here with me? Say hello. I think my lighting's pretty okay today. I don't know, it's a bit dreary outside. I do have my ring light right here, and then I have that light in the back. So I'm hoping it's okay. I have to scoot up close, though, to read your comments. Hi, Super Dave. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Becky. Hi, Stephanie. How are you guys? How's it going? We just got back from a weekend of, we spent the whole weekend at Cedar Point. It is our youngest's it was our youngest 18th birthday yesterday. And so we took him and 3 of his friends to Cedar Point for the whole weekend and got a hotel and stuff like that. So it was pretty fun. I went out on Saturday. I didn't feel great on Sunday, so I just kind of stayed in the hotel room Sunday. Saturday was enough walking around and freezing to death for me. But you know how teenage boys are resilient. They were actually really up on their mess. If an employee saw somebody wearing their mask improperly, they asked them to put their mask on properly. I don't ride rides, but we did ride one ride. I would rather just like walk around and play games and stuff. But we rode the Ferris wheel, and we waited in line for an hour for the Ferris wheel because we got to the line at a point where they were actually disinfecting the rides. You can smell it with the wind blowing. You can smell the disinfectant going through the air. So I thought that was really cool. They were taking periodic breaks to disinfectant the rides, and there's a sign on all the bathrooms that said something like, "This bathroom is sanitized every 30 minutes." Let's see what else. I mean, there were a few people that were walking around without masks on. It seemed to be the younger crowd doing that. Few older people that didn't wear their masks properly, but the staff, I feel, were really on top of it, and it wasn't super packed. When they went back on Sunday without me, they said that the first couple of rides, they got through the lines within 20 minutes, so that like the parks weren't super packed or anything like that. So I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, and masks are required. If they saw you without a mask, they would offer you one, and if you refuse to wear one, then they kick you out. So I do have a couple of strays here. I've been hanging on to these for a couple of weeks. So they're by no means freshly new or anything, but I figured that we could open these boxes and catch up because I did not get a chance to actually edit Haunted Ohio Part 3. I didn't get a chance to edit that over the weekend, and so that'll actually go up on Friday. Part 1 of that will go up on Friday. It was supposed to go up today, didn't get to it. It'll go up on Friday. So let's start with Glossy Box and then just kind of chat. So what did you guys do this past weekend? We will be wrapping up Haunted Ohio next weekend on Halloween weekend. We are staying close to home, so that way we can come home and sleep in our own bed at night. But both Friday and Saturday, we're going to just go around Columbus and the surrounding areas to check out the haunted places around here, which, by the way, will be a little bit different than going and visiting things that we were not aware of or have never been to, because we have done Haunted Ohio before many, many years ago. So we're like actually aware of the spots that we're going to. We know that we can actually get to them and all of that. So that's cool. Ooh, what's this? Okay, so I open it up and this is what I see. You worked all weekend? What do you do? Okay, so this is personalized wine delivered to your door. I will toss this in one of the giveaway boxes. Oh, just in case you don't remember, there is a giveaway going on for when we hit 3K. If we ever get there, I seem to be going back and forth between the 10 same subscribers. I can't seem to get above that, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but this is kind of cool. It looks like a book. Midnight Fantasy, The Beauty Tales. So let's see. I'm going to just kind of go like the, oh, it's the box. Oh, yeah, that's right. Glossy box comes in, but that's new because, oops, I just dropped Tribe, because they're usually in like pink boxes. So this is actually really cute. I like that a lot. And it's nice and sturdy too. It actually feels like a hardcover book. Has that texture that that hardcovered books have on the outside. You work at a pet store? Oh, I love pet stores. That's got to be, I don't want to necessarily say relaxing, because, you know, any job is not necessarily relaxing, but I think that that would be a fun job. You get to play with the animals and stuff and get to pet them. And, you know, it's been a proven fact that being able to pet animals helps with stress. So that's got to be helping a little bit, eh? I just said eh, like I live in Canada. I don't live in Canada. Okay, so I opened the box, and then this is what it looks like in the box. I really love these sort of boxes when I ship out mini prizes, but I think I'll keep this one because I really like this one. And this is probably, this should be the last glossy box that I signed up for. I did have a fruit for thought, and I actually opened that because when we got back from the weekend, it looked like it had already been opened. And so I opened it real quick to make sure that everything was in there, like it was taken or anything like that. So I did have a fruit for thought, and you guys know that fruit for thought is one of my favorites, but I did cancel it. So, hi, bus stop. Midwest. What part? I'm in Ohio. Hi, Melinda. How are you? Long time no see. Okay, let's see. Does Glossy Box come with prices? I never remember. Oh, and the print is always so small I can't read anyway. They do come with prices. Cool. Might take me a minute to try to read them, but oh, I wanted to share this with you guys. If you guys weren't in my last live, or maybe I haven't mentioned it, I probably have, but I haven't been sleeping very well at all. Since I got sick in February, and I was sick for about that 6 weeks that I was sick, I basically slept for those 6 weeks. But when I recovered, I don't even want to call it recovered because I'm still not fully recovered from being sick. But when I recovered from the worst of that illness, whatever it was, not sure, because back then they weren't even testing for COVID, because that was back in February. But I haven't been sleeping, and I've tried everything. Well, I found an app. I saw a commercial for an app last night called Calm, and I ended up downloading that last night just to try it, because I've tried probably 150 different things in the last 8 months or so. And it's called Calm, and I actually got a good 10 hours of sleep. Like, it was amazing. I downloaded the app and I listened to the story called Counting Sheep. And I was out, dude. I mean, it was amazing. And that's why I'm doing a live today. Another reason I'm doing a live today, because I feel so good. This is the first day that I felt like this good in a really, really long time. And I have to contribute that to the fact that I got 10 hours of sleep, 10 to 12. I mean, I did have a few like moments where I would wake up to take my meds, or I would wake up just to roll over. And generally when I do those things, it takes me forever to get back to sleep. Well, apparently I just went back to sleep just like that. So I'm going to try it again tonight. It's a free trial for 7 days, and I'm going to try it just to check to make sure it wasn't like a fluke, because, we were gone all weekend. I was sleeping in a strange bed, so I really didn't sleep this weekend at all. And so I will try it for the remainder of the 7 days just to make sure it wasn't like some sort of a fluke. But man, I was so happy for the sleep that I got last night. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Melinda. Yeah, I'm excited too. I was telling John that I wish it didn't take so long for them to actually make the dresses, because I swear that I would get them home and I would wear them every single day. Just walking around the house. I would switch off. Since I'm buying the 2 dresses, I would switch off and just walk. So that way they got enough use out of them, I mean, makes sense, right? Yellow Ashley. Oh, you're saying hello to Ashley? It's raining. Where are you? Did you already answer me when I asked you where you were in the Midwest? If you did, I must have missed it and I'm not seeing it. So please tell me again. Let's see. Oh, you have the Calm app? Really? So what is your favorite? Because when I was filling out the questionnaire, it was saying what causes you not to sleep or whatever that question was. And I said, stress and anxiety were my 2 main things. So then they pulled up a list of things that would be good for those. And I did the counting sheep one. What do you use? Thank you, Melinda. I know. I mean, I don't know. I guess my vanity has gotten in the way a little bit with those dresses, because I would totally wear them around the house. And I would stare in myself at the mirror. I might even put makeup on. Who knows? But I don't know, with both of the dresses, I just got the overwhelming feeling when I had them on in the stores that I didn't want to take them off. I just stood there and I'm like, I never want to take this dress off. So, and of course, they're so expensive, so they need to get your use out of them, right? Okay, so the first product, oh wait, I dropped this. There is a gap between my massage chair and my regular chair that is usually not there. All right, you guys are going to have to totally bear with me when I'm trying to read these prices. Let's see. Storming. It's I don't know what the weather. It's cold outside. I know that it's cold outside, but I don't think she said rain in the forecast today at all. But it does look doomy and gloomy. And it was pretty cold over the weekend too in Sandusky, Ohio. So, okay. So the first thing I'm pulling out is a repeat. So this will totally go in one of the giveaway boxes. I actually own this and I really do like it, but I've only gotten one use out of it so far, just because I have so many face masks and stuff like this. I do love this, so I will put this in the giveaway for one of you guys. And you know what? I was kind of thinking I'm going to give it a couple of more months to see if I can get to 3,000. But if I don't, I might end up slowly giving away the boxes I have packed up and just starting to pack up new boxes, because the stuff that are in the boxes now, I don't want them to expire before I get a chance to give them away. So, if I don't see myself getting closer to 3K within the next couple of months, 3K has been a struggle all of 2020. I have been trying to get to 3K since the beginning of 2020, which is so incredibly unusual for me not to grow, especially when I'm advertising the giveaways. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I don't want the products to expire before somebody gets any use out of them. So what I might end up doing, because I filled them up in order, you know what I mean? Like I filled this box up first, this box up. So what I might do is the box that I filled up the furthest to go, I might just do like a random giveaway to give away that. So someone has the chance to use it before the stuff expires. Okay, so let's see. Well, no, I'll definitely do that because it's a lot of product. It's a lot of money of product. And so, you know, I want to just make sure that people are able to use it. So this says that it is for this size, it's $14.44, and for the full size, it's $21.50. That's not bad. You get a lot of uses out of the small one, though, so I wouldn't buy the bigger one. Let's see. Where can I put this stuff? I'll throw it in the box. Let's see. The next thing I am pulling out. Okay. I may be giving away this entire box. I see nothing but repeats in here. And that's another reason I stopped a lot of my boxes is because of all the repeats. So this, Ciate London, it's the translucent powder. I'll pop this in a giveaway. This retails for this size, which is the deluxe size, is $19, and the full size is $22. So there's that, and that will just be tossed in a giveaway. The next thing I am pulling out, I haven't seen this before. What is this? Earth Harbor Aurora. Superfood luminance. Man, you guys, my eyes are getting old. Okay, so this is, this is this stuff. Okay, so this is Aurora Superfood. I still can't. Full of sea greens, cannabis, sativa, hemp oil. Oh, I'll keep this. I've been getting really into using not like CBD products that you ingest, but CBD products that you put on your body, or cannabis products or hemp products that you put on your body. I've been getting really into those kind of things here lately. So I will keep this, but this is what it looks like. I'm going to give it a little sniff to see if it smells like weed. It does not. It smells more like tea tree oil. But let's see. This retails for, this is the full size, and it retails for $32. That's not bad either for a skincare. Hell, I pay for the Kate Somerville products. That's like $90 for each of her products. So that's actually not bad at all. So I will keep that. Rain and Nature are my faves. I don't even use the app anymore. I used to find my perfect sleep sound, then just search YouTube for those sounds. No need to spend money after you find what helps. Right. So I totally get that because I've been doing a lot of things over the, I just froze up. That was weird. I've been doing a lot of things over the last, 20 years, I guess, because I've always had insomnia. It just hasn't been so bad as it has been in 2020. I mean, usually I'll go like 2 or 3 nights without sleep, and then I'll sleep for 2 or 3 days, sort of a thing. But yeah, I've tried all kinds, like white noise, pink noise, brown noise, just somebody reading me a book. But that counting sheep really helped. This is a gel mask. I will keep that. I always keep the masks. Rarely do I give them away just because I go through them a lot. Oh, wait, how much does that? That retails for $9. It looks like. Yeah, it says $9. And then the last thing in here is a mini Kat Von D. I actually own this lipstick. I own the whole collection of these, so this will go in the giveaway. They're not my favorite lipsticks. Like I said, I do own the whole collection of these little minis. But they're not my favorite lipstick. They are a little drying if that's something you can deal with. Generally, I just throw a gloss over top of them. But this retails for, I don't know, I bought the whole set for like $25 or $30. So let's see what this actually runs for. Oh, it doesn't say. So what they probably did is just bought a bunch of the sets and split them up and tossed them in. Yeah, it doesn't actually say, but I will show you guys the color. It's a really pretty color. See it? There you go. So I will toss that in the giveaway as well. And that is everything for this. I love this box. This is like the best box. I did find a lot of other apps that have the same sounds as well. So I would definitely search for your sound if you wanted to save a little cash. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was about that, because there isn't a sound for me. My husband reading to me at night, he'll read in like a really monotone voice, and that helps me sleep sometimes. But you know, my husband works. He can't stay up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning every day reading to me. So this is Tribe, and this was also a straggler. I'm pretty sure this is canceled now, hopefully. But it comes packaged like this. They seem to change their packaging up frequently, which I don't mind, because it always, ouch, it always comes in a good shape. So, you know, I'm never mad at the packaging. And who can resist bubble wrap? Can you guys tell I feel better today? I just feel happy. Happy. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty nice box. Okay, so let's see. October. So this is, it's still October's box. So we're still in the same month here. Dusk to Dawn. So the first thing I am pulling out is by Gerard Cosmetics. And this is Clean Canvas Eye Concealer and Base. And it retails for $22. I have heard that Gerard Cosmetics is a really good brand. I don't own anything from them. I tend to just give stuff like this away because I have my go-to bases, which is the Too Faced eye primer and the Urban Decay eye primer. And then there is another one that is an indie brand that says thank you on it. I don't know if that's the name of the brand because it just came as a sample, so it didn't actually come in a box, but it just says thank you on it. So that might be the brand name. It might not be. I'm not 100% sure, but I really like those. I typically don't stray outside of those, so I will toss this eye primer in the giveaway. Yeah, so let's see. $22 is what that went for. I'm assuming it's the full size. It doesn't say otherwise on here. Yeah, it doesn't say otherwise on here. So did I tell you? Did I tell you guys that I made an appointment at Kleinfeld's to go see about trying on dresses there? We have an appointment next month. So we are driving to New York, and we will spend the whole weekend in New York and go from there. But I thought that would be super fun. I can't remember if I told you guys or not. Okay, so this next thing, I'm opening it before I'm even reading it. Earth Harbor Helios Anti-Pollution Youth Ampoule. I don't know what that means. Okay, so this is what this looks like. Is that the same brand? That's not the same brand as this, is it? It is. Oh, okay. So it's the same brand as this one that came in the glossy box. So that's interesting. Let's see. What is this? Earth Harbor Helios, anti-pollution, youth. Here's the word I can't pronounce. I'm going to hold it up to the screen. It's this one right here. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys can pronounce it for me. Ampole? Ampole? I don't know. I don't know. But let's see that. Ooh, that retails for $48. Holy camole. Helios worships your face by renewing skin through stem cell technology while restoring depleted antioxidants, normalizing skin pH, smoothing fine lines and wrinkles, and enveloping you in a... Okay, I'll keep it just because it's that other brand and I want to try that. That smells really good. Not as strong as like the tea tree odor of the other one, but I actually can't place it. Here, maybe if I do this, put a little bit on my skin. I can't place it. I can't place a smell, but it smells good. I don't want to say it's herbally either. I don't think it's very herbally, but it smells good, but I just can't place it. So I will keep that. I would like to try that. I don't know why. It's not like I don't have a crap ton of skincare already, but you know, it is what it is. The next thing I am pulling out is by LA Splash. Okay. So this is not a brand I have ever cared for. I tried an LA Splash lipstick once, and that's the only time I've ever used this brand, and I didn't like it. It was so drying on the lips. So mostly I just give this stuff away when I come across it. Not that all their products are bad. I just know that I don't like their lipsticks. So what is this? This is, the print is too small, but the name of it, whatever it is Trickery. Oh, it's Liquid Metals. So that could be lips or it could be eyes. Let's see. Luminous Liquid Metals Duo, Jumbo Felt Tip Liner and Cut Crease Definer. Retails for $18. Okay, let's pull it out and take a peek, shall we? Yeah, it says, can you read that? The name of it is Trickery. And let's see. I didn't bring scissors over here, so hopefully I don't ruin the packaging trying to open it. Ooh, that's pretty packaging. That is really pretty packaging. I like that. How does it work? Does it screw? Okay. All right. So, okay. So that's what that looks like on that side. And it looks like it's a glitter eyeliner. Maybe I'll keep this. Maybe I'll keep it and try it because I do love me some glitter eyeliner. Is there a second? Oh, and then there's the felt tip. Okay, you know what? I'll keep this and try it. I think I am kind of running low on some black eyeliner. So, you know, I'll go ahead and keep it and I'll try it. And if I can remember, I'll let you know how I feel about it. Like I said, I don't care for their lipsticks at all. But new product, I'll try it. Oh, what's this? Oh, Suva Beauty. I do like Suva Beauty, and this is a lip gloss, it says. Let's see. Suva Beauty, Illusionist Liquid. Oh, it says lipstick there, but it says... Oh, no, it says lipstick. I just read it wrong. Liquid lipstick. No, it says glossy liquid lipstick. So, let's see. Suva Beauty's Glossy Lamination Liquid Lipstick. That says lamination. not illumination. Okay. Told you I couldn't read the small print. I am literate, you guys. I swear I am literate. I just can't read the small print. It says it is to deliver a punch of opaque color and comfortable flexibility. Let's open it and take a peek. Let me see what y'all are saying in here. Let's see. Yeah, I think that those serums sound pretty awesome. I did tell you about that. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Hi, Samantha. How are you? Okay, so this is the color of the lipstick. I will just toss that in a giveaway. That's not really. I mean, I guess it is my color. I just have a lot of that color. So I will just toss that in a giveaway. Plus, I don't really like liquid lipsticks that much. I prefer cream. And then the last thing we have here, it looks like a palette. Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's a variant. Okay, never mind. I was going to say I didn't get those rejuvenating eye gel patches, which I would have loved to have had. Absolutely loved to have had. But instead we got this. Is that right? No, hold on. Pure. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Defense Anti-Pollution Palette, and it retails for $34. Let's see. I will open it. Judging by the colors on the back, though, it will probably just be tossed in a giveaway. You guys know I have way too many palettes as it is, so I'm very, very picky when it comes to palettes. It's not that the stuff doesn't work well, and it's not that it's not a good palette or a good formulation of a palette. It is a really good palette. It's a really pretty palette, though. Look at that. That is a really nice packaging. I am digging that. You guys can see my TV. You can see the reflection on my TV. Wow. And it's really sturdy too, which I always appreciate in a palette. But these are not my colors. They're pretty. They're just not my colors. I have 30 or 40 palettes that have these sort of colors in them. It smells like vanilla or cocoa. I can't really distinct between the two, but it's a sweet smell. Anyway, I will toss this in the giveaway because I know that a lot of people aren't like super, super adventurous and they do like palettes like this. But you guys know for me, I tend to always reach for the super colorful palettes. And before I put this back in the box, I will clean my fingernail, my fingerprints off of it. Yeah, because it does seem to collect fingerprints fairly easy. So I will definitely make sure I clean that off before I put it back in the packaging. And that retailed, did I tell you that retailed for $22? So that was those two boxes. Let's see. Yeah, Tribe always has a palette. I really like the bright ones, though, that they do. Hi, Sandy. So let's see. What else is new since the last time I talked to you guys? I did mention to you guys in January that I was, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but I did mention to you guys in January, or maybe it was last December, but it was probably January because that's when I actually started. I was weaning myself off of my narcotic medication that I've been on for many, many years and switching to medical marijuana. And I just want to say that I am super proud to say that I am completely off morphine now. I'm still on oxycodone, but I have reduced myself overall. I have reduced myself between the morphine and the oxycodone. I was on 105 milligrams a day. And now I am successfully down to only 40 milligrams a day. And I'm completely off the morphine. And now I just take the oxycodone. So that's something I'm super proud of. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I was just waiting for it to become medically legal in my state to do that. But those two medications is something I've been on for like almost a decade. And, they helped. I don't want to be on them anymore. I would much rather like take the more natural route. And that's something I've always wanted to do. It just hasn't been legal in my state. And I always wanted to do things by the book. Not to mention when you see a pain specialist and they prescribe you narcotics, if you're not aware of this, they do give you random piss tests to make sure you're not doing any other drugs. And so had I had smoked recreationally, I would have gotten my meds taken away from me. So I kind of had to wait for the process of it to get to where it was legal medically. And it's taken a while for me to find the right combination of medical marijuana that works for me between the tinctures, the gummies, and the smokables. But I don't know. I'm really proud to say that I'm completely off morphine now. So I wanted to share that with you guys because that is a positive. It's one of the only positives that I've had in 2020 so far. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Oh, hi, Sherry. Good to see you. Oh, hi, Lori. That's my best friend, Lori. We've been best friends for about 30 years. So you guys say hi to Lori if you haven't already. She said that she was going to try to make it today. So, yeah, it is hard. It has been a hard road. I think the first step down I took was the most difficult because the first step down I took, I just went all out and just completely reduced 30 milligrams of morphine. So that was probably the hardest wean that I did. And I told my doctor I didn't want to do that anymore. So I've been slowly stepping down between 5 and 10 milligrams a month until I got completely off the morphine. So I don't know. That's just something that I'm really proud of because it's one of the only good things that have come of 2020 for me. So, oh, thank you. It's actually, so I don't know if you guys remembered, but before we went to Vegas in August, I completely took about 4 inches off of my hair and I haven't bleached it. I don't plan on putting any color in it because when we do our vow renewal, the hairstylist there wants me to have healthy hair. So I don't plan on putting any color or any bleach in it because she plans on doing my typical blue that I like. She's going to do that for me. And then she's going to put the extensions in my hair to where I can do that Viking braid that I want to do. And so I promised her that I would not touch my hair so it could be as healthy as possible when I see her. Kind of scared of what that's going to look like because as you can see, my roots are pretty grown out now. I had bleached it one more time before the Vegas trip in August. So this is how much it's grown out since August. And that was at the very tail end of August. So anyway, I promised her I wouldn't touch my hair. It's really difficult, though, for someone that has been screwing with their hair since they've been like 13 years old. It's very difficult when I see my hair like this not to want to do something to it. So, I don't know. I'm just so giddy. I got 10 hours of sleep last night. I just don't know what to do with myself. Hi, Sylvia. Oh, you're fine, Sandy. Are we doing anything for Halloween? So we are avoiding people for Halloween. Halloween weekend, we'll wrap up our ghost hunting, Ohio. We are going to just condense that to the Columbus and the surrounding areas instead of leaving like we have done to do like a tour of the haunted Ohio. We're just going to concentrate it toward Columbus and the surrounding areas. And then that will conclude my haunted Ohio vlogs. It'll be part 4. But that's what we're doing for Halloween weekend. We're not dressing up or anything. It's just going to be me and John driving around Columbus, checking out and vlogging all the haunted areas around just to see if we can see anything. Vlad wants to hang out with his friends, so we're going to let him do that. But we want to stay close to home because the last time he went out with his friends, he got into a little bit of trouble. Ended up in the ER. And not good. But it all worked out. You know what I mean? I don't really want to go into details of what he was doing, but he was just being a stupid teenager, basically, and it ended him in the ER. And so this Halloween will be the next time he's going out with his friends, and he's 18 now. So we kind of wanted to stick close to home just in case there was some more stupidity that he might decide he wanted to do. Hopefully he has learned his lesson, but that's our plan for Halloween weekend. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. Your ends are blonde and it's driving me nuts to grow it out. Yeah, I feel you. I still need to trim probably a 1/2 inch off of the ends here. You can see how it's still kind of like dead hair. But it's not too bad because I got most of the dead stuff out of it when I trimmed it off in August. So I'm hoping that I can just grow it out. I have noticed that since I haven't touched my hair, it's not breaking off and looking all crazy in the shower, like gobs of just hair in my hands. So, and it actually has grown out a bit since, well, I mean, you can just see from my roots, it's grown out a bit since August. Let's see, what else is new? Okay, so let's see, in November for vlogging, I don't want, you guys know me, I'm not going to keep you more than an hour, and we're at almost 43 minutes, so I just want to try to make sure I don't keep you guys forever. I try to be cognizant of your time as well. But in November, so the things that we are vlogging in November is we have that appointment in Kleinfeld in New York. That'll be an entire weekend in New York, so I will vlog the entire weekend. We will probably go to a high-end restaurant. See, we'll drive in Friday because it's in Manhattan. So we'll drive in on Friday, get the hotel. My appointment is on Saturday with Kleinfeld, and we will do, we're going to look for a high-end restaurant to eat dinner that night, and then we check out on Sunday and drive back home. It's about a 10-hour drive, but I will vlog that. And then also in November, Diana and Athena, we're going dress shopping for them at Henry's. So we need to find her bridesmaid dress or her maid of honor dress, and then Athena's flower girl dress. Make sure that I like that or whatever, and then make sure that we order them, get them fitted. I'm also going to buy myself a 3rd dress for the dinner that we have booked so I'll do like an outfit change in there somewhere. The 2 wedding dresses that I'm buying, I've decided that I won't decide what dress I'm going to wear until they're completed. The Henry's dress, which is the Rachel Allen designer dress, that I can like picture in my mind with the alterations I'm doing to it. But the David's bridal dress, I'm having a really hard time picturing that in my mind. And it won't be good enough for me until I see the very end product. And then that's when I'll decide which dress I'm going to walk down the aisle in. Right now, I'm leaning toward the David, or not the Henry's dress, the Rachel Allen dress. I'm leaning toward that just because it's so beautiful. And the alterations I'm making to it, I'm hoping that it makes it even more beautiful. But I will have the opportunity to actually do a photo shoot in both dresses with the photographer that we're hiring in Vegas. So I'm taking both dresses to Vegas. And then I need a dinner dress, something that's not so large and bulky and, I guess, encumbersome is the word I'm looking for, to sit down and eat 22 courses. So that's what we're doing. And then we also have, so New York, fitting at Henry's for those dresses. And then Thanksgiving weekend, we are renting a tree house somewhere out in the woods, and we're going to stay there for Thanksgiving weekend. We might go to John's parents' house for actual Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday. But typically, and don't hate me if I have any family members peeking in, but typically we just try to avoid family during the holidays just because it stresses me the frick out. So we've always kind of done our own thing for Thanksgiving. We've kind of always done our own thing for Christmas. We always travel on Christmas. But those are the things that I have set up to vlog in November, just to let you guys know. Okay, let me catch up on what you guys are saying. You cut off 18 inches last month to get rid of all the dead stuff. Yeah, see, my hair, when I would comb it down to the side, it actually would touch my shoulder. And when I first cut it off, I cut it off all the way up to here. So it's right now it's still about right here. I don't know. I think that's only maybe about an inch of growth. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? It looks about an inch. So no, I'm sorry. I actually cut it like right at the top of my ears, and now it's down to about the middle of my ear. So it's growing and it's looking healthy. I mess with my hair so much. I've colored it so much. And a lot of that, which I know is bad to do, but a lot of that's been boxed dye. I went to cosmetology school, and I know that that's bad for your hair. Well, let me rephrase. I went to 1 year of cosmetology school. Then I had to drop out because of being pregnant and needing to be on bed rest. But I learned a lot. And I do know that box dye is not great for your hair, but it's the easiest. Over time, I have switched from box dye to actually going to Sally's Beauty and getting the proper type of dye. But I still tend to end up ruining my hair, which is why I keep it short most of the time. Let's see. I'm glad to hear that Vladimir made it through his stupidity fairly well. Boys get into some craziness as teens. Yeah, we're also super proud that we've kept him alive this long. We're like, okay, you're 18. We've kept you alive. It's all on you now. You do you. But he does plan on going to college, and we do plan on supporting him through his college years. We've done that with our kids. Diana, unfortunately, did not make it through college. So what we have done with our kids, or basically Diana, what we have done, and we will continue that trend with Vlad, is that, we will cover all of your college expenses. We'll make sure you're fed and clothed and all of that through college, as long as you're doing well. The moment you screw up, we're done, and it's all on you. And so Diana went to college for a year and a half. We had to, for that second half a year, we had to jump through a ton and ton of hoops for her. We did that for her because she has a learning disability. And then we realized that she wasn't screwing up because of her learning disability. And so when she finally dropped out, flunked out, however you want to say that, at that point, then it was all on her. Her living situation was all on her. Yeah, she then had to cover her own bill. She even has to pay for her own college because we wrote a contract at the beginning saying we will pay for all of this as long as you're doing right by us as well. And as soon as you stop doing right by us by getting good grades, then that bill is on you. But I am proud to say that after all that, she is actually deciding, she's trying to make the decision that she wants to go back to school, and she wants to go to schooling for nursing. So I'm proud of her for that. I wish she could have made that decision earlier in her life, a little earlier in her life. So like the stress of those bills didn't fall on her and we could have taken care of it for her. But she was an adult. She made her own choices, and that's just the consequences you have to live with when you make your own choices and they're not great choices. You know what I mean? So anyway, same thing with Vlad. As long as he's doing well, we'll continue to take care of him through college, living in a dorm, not here because he's 18. He needs to go. Of course, he's still in high school this year, so we have to wait until he graduates. And we actually have encouraged him to do his first year of college at home. So we will allow him. Oh, somebody just tried to call me. We will allow him to stay at home just because of COVID. I'm afraid of him actually physically going into a college with COVID still pretty prevalent. So we did offer, which is not something we offered Diana. She actually wanted to do homeschooling college, and we told her absolutely not, that she needed to go live in a dorm and that we would pay her bills. But with Vlad, it's a little different. He is my baby. And, you know, with the COVID, now, if it weren't for the COVID thing, it would be the same thing because we've always tried to treat our children equally. We've never tried to favor one child over the other. So if it weren't for COVID, we'd be the same way with him. Psh, go to a dorm, have a good time. Because I think, even though I didn't go to college, I feel like college is a good transition point for kids to start to learn to be an adult and learn to live on their own and try to get the hang of doing things as an adult by themselves, minus the, you know, parents still taking care of all the bills. I feel like college is a really good transition for that, but I only feel it's a good transition for that if you actually do the college experience and go live in a dorm away from your parents. Does that make me a bad parent? Like, get out, get out, get out. I'm sorry. Let me catch up with you guys. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, technically, he has been, both my kids were, well, all three of my kids have been good kids. But Diana and Vlad, growing up, they were great kids. And Vladimir only started turning out this past year when he was 17. But it's nothing like he's not being disrespectful or anything like that. He's just out there experimenting, which I'm not going to hold against him because I did it. My husband did it. And I believe that that's part of growing up is experimenting. Our problem with it was he was making stupid choices while experimenting. But he's never been a bad kid. Like he's never like disrespected us or anything like that. Diana never did either. I mean, she did once when she was like 16. No, I lied. She tried to disrespect me twice. Once when she was 13, once when she was 16. But other than that, like the kids are reasonably good kids. I think that we did an okay job. I think that we did a pretty good job raising them. But, when Diana started turning out when she turned 18. And so I don't know. I'm assuming it's because of how strict we were. We tried to find like a happy medium with raising them. This has gone totally off on a tangent, but I don't mind talking about it. We tried to find a happy medium. I was raised in two extremes. I was raised in Texas with my father and my stepmother, super strict, abusive. And then on the other side of the coin, I lived with my mother, no parental guidance whatsoever. So what I tried to do in my adult life was find the happy medium between the two. Being strict, but controlled strict to where it didn't turn into being abusive like I was abused. And then lenient, but not so lenient to where the kids were walking all over us and just doing whatever the hell they wanted to do. So we tried to find that happy medium, and we felt like that was a really good approach until they got older. And I'm realizing that now that they're all adults, I am realizing that no matter how you raise your kids, all you can do is the best you can do. And they're going to end up doing whatever the hell they want to do anyway. So you can only do your best. And as long as you feel your best has been good enough, then when they go out and screw up, that doesn't reflect upon you, especially after they turn 18. I mean, I do feel like it reflects upon you before they're 18 as the parent, but after 18, that no longer reflects on you because you did the best you could. And that is to all the mothers out there, all the fathers out there, anybody who is raising kids. That is my PSA to you. You can be the best parent in the world. You could give your kids everything, or you could give them nothing, and they're still going to do what they want to do after they turn 18. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you. Are you taking anyone else with you to New York? Just me and John. They actually, because of COVID, they have the restrictions now that you can only take 2 guests with you into the store, which is pretty much David's Bridal, Henry's. That's the way it was with both of those two, just because of the COVID restrictions. So it's just going to be me and John. Yes, that is true. The biggest part of growing up is learning about choices and consequences. Absolutely. And all choices have a consequence, whether that's a good or a bad one. I mean, it all plays in together. So I 100% agree with you. And you can only guide them so much. I mean, you can't hold their hand for the rest of their lives. And we had actually stopped holding their hands when they got into high school because we thought that that would be a good time to kind of let them branch out on their own and learn on their own. But that's when shit started kind of going downhill with like grades and, performance in school, and which was kind of disappointing. But I'm also happy to say that now that Vlad is homeschooling this last year, he's done nothing but straight A's, which is something we know that he could have done all high school, but he was just too busy fucking around, messing around with his friends. And so he was more wanting to just be popular than actually deal with what you're supposed to be dealing with in school. But now that we're homeschooling him this year, so far he's done nothing but straight A's with virtually zero help. So we've always known that he could do it. Diana, different story. She had a learning disability. She still has a learning disability, but it was a rough road with her throughout, from kindergarten to the 12th grade. That was a huge struggle with her, but that's because she has documentation learning disabilities. But with Vlad, he's smart as a whip, just like his damn dad. And poor Diana got her learning disabilities from me, but Vlad, smart as his damn dad. So we just kind of knew that he could do it, and we were really confused when he stopped doing it when he entered high school. We would get notes from his teachers sometimes saying, you know, Vlad's more interested in entertaining the class than, doing his schoolwork or paying attention or whatever. So, what was I saying? So like, we knew he was capable. Diana just always had a hard time, but Vlad did straight A's all the way up until high school, and then he started flunking out in high school. But and we, come to the conclusion eventually that it wasn't that he was having a hard time. At first we thought maybe he was just seeking the attention from John, because with Diana we had to spend so much time with her with schoolwork. And so we kind of thought that maybe Vlad felt left out and was trying to seek attention. But then when John started paying that attention to him, it was just kind of not wanted, I guess. And so then we realized that wasn't the reason. And then we just eventually realized it was because he was screwing around with his friends too much. So let's see. Lori said something. Oh, thank you, Lori. It feels good to feel good. I haven't felt this good in a really long time. I've had good days, but those are days where I can get out of bed and push through doing stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like I'm going through the motions of trying to have a good time or trying to enjoy myself, or, doing this thing because if I didn't do it, I might regret it. But I found myself like pushing through those things, and which is hard. It's hard. Anybody with mental illness knows, and physical disabilities like I do, everybody knows that it's hard to push through with a smile on your face. But I actually feel really good today. So let's see. Thank you, Samantha. Hi, Erica. Hey, CT. Oh, thanks. And did a lot of things, and being a middle child, I was invisible anyway. I've heard that about middle children, that they tend to get ignored or kind of passed over. I was an only child on my mother's side. My father had 3 other children, but I only ever really saw one of those. We are over an hour, so I will be letting you guys go soon. But I don't know. Being an only child on my mother's side, I felt totally overlooked all the time. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I totally see. I was, for me. Okay, so with my dad, he worked all the time. So a lot of times I was raised by my grandparents, my father's parents. So I can actually consider my father's parents my actual parents. That's how much I was raised with them. But they were old. They were grandparents, and I was their only baby. And so I got to run around and do whatever I wanted. I don't fault them at all. They loved me the best way they knew how. They took care of me the best way they knew how. I don't think they did a bad job by any means, but because of the lack of supervision, a lot of bad things happened to me as a kid. I would run around barefoot outside until the street lights come on. Every day I'd wake up, go out, run outside, unless it was a school day or whatever. But that got me in a lot of trouble. I would come across grown-ass men that wanted to take advantage of little girls. And it's not something that was really talked about in the 80s. My father married my stepmother, and then that's when things started going really downhill in my life as far as abuse in general. I don't want to upset anybody if there's family that may peek in here later, but it wasn't a great time in my life. From the age of 8 to 13 was really rough. I finally told my mother what was happening in Texas. So she then regained custody of me when I was 13. She was a single mom, though. So, and anytime she had a boyfriend, she would always spend more time with her boyfriends than she did me. But she was a single mother that worked all the time. So again, no supervision. Got into a lot of trouble. I actually spent 2 times in juvenile detention center. One was a month, one was 2 months. So, reasonable. I would go joyriding in cars when I was 13, 14 years old, behind the steering wheel, sort of a dealio. I wasn't the best kid, but I was rebelling because of all the sexual abuse that I endured when I was younger. It's 1:06. I am going to cut this short. My twin boys have learning disabilities, so I have to work hard with them. I'm doing my best. I'm homeschooling them this year, and that's great. Yeah, happy Halloween. I have 2 older sisters, 2 younger sisters, and a younger brother. Okay. Raining hard here in the Midwest. Yep. And so cold. Okay, you guys. So it has been a minute and 6 seconds is what I was about to say. It's been an hour and 6 minutes. So I am. Yeah, I feel you. The only thing I think was my downfall with that was because of all the sexual abuse I endured, made me more of a helicopter parent when my kids were younger. Like they were only allowed to hang out with certain people, and before a certain age, I think that age was around 11 or 12. Before they were 11 or 12, there was only one other adult person that I would allow to supervise my children. And she's maybe still in the room, Lori. Other than that, like I wouldn't even let my mother supervise my children. I wouldn't let like one of us always stayed home. I was a helicopter parent. I didn't want people taking care of my children because I was so afraid. I mean, I can't even count how many babysitters' husbands molested me. And so it made me a helicopter parent when they were younger. I loosened the reins a little bit when they were 11 or 12. And then I loosened the reins a little bit more when they were 13, and then a little bit more when they were 16. But I think that was probably my biggest downfall as a parent, was being such a helicopter parent when they were younger. But with that being said, nothing ever bad happened to my kids between the ages of birth and 13, 14 years old. So I guess it wasn't all bad that I was a helicopter parent. Okay, you guys, I'm really going to let you go because I've been keeping you way too long. Hi, Rox. Yeah, I agree, Ashley. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for the real talk today. I haven't done real talk in a really long time. But thank you so much for being here with me today, and I appreciate you all. I will see you next time. I don't know when I'll do another live. Probably sometime in November, though. All right. Have a great day. Bye.